If you're looking for a way to take a worksheet that you have in a workbook or any other type of activity and make it interactive, there's a site called Wiser.me, and when you go to that, you can sign up for a free account. And there is a premium version, but I'm going to show you the ways that you can use the free version. So I have taken a picture of a worksheet that I want to have students answer their questions on here, and I'm going to download it to my computer. So it's going to be down here. And then in Wiser, I'm going to create a new worksheet. Now they already have a bunch in their library too that may be something that you can use. But to make my own, I'm going to click Create Worksheet. You pick what kind of design you want to have, give it a title, and then down here are the different types of tasks that you can make if you want to create your own. I'm just going to take fill on an image. So my photo of my worksheet, I'm going to click that. I'm going to upload it. Here it is. I'm going to give it a moment to load up. And then once it loads up, I'm going to add the tags or the places where they're going to enter their answers. After I click done, it will take a moment to put that image into my worksheet here, and then I'm going to click any place that I want them to fill in where that information is. Now, if I want to give directions here to this activity, I can record my voice, I can type directions, and I can give a title and all that. So I'm going to skip down here, and I'm going to have a spot where they type their name in. Over here, it's a multiple choice, so they're just going to type which letter is correct. And if I don't want it to be there, I'm going to put it over here. And then I'm going to have them fill in the blank here. And anywhere that they need to answer a question, you can just click where you want that tag to be. And then when you're done, you'll say done. And then from there, I'm going to give my worksheet a subject and a grade and hit save. And then after I've gone through that process, I'm going to go to the next one up here. So I'm going to review it. I'm going to set up a class and assign it and get a link that I can share on Google Classroom. And I'll show you what that looks like. So we'll go to review. That way you can see a sample of what this would look like for your students. So they'll see those empty spots to fill in. I'm going to assign it to learners. So the first thing you'll have to do is set up a class. With the free version, you can't do the Google Classroom. So I'm just going to set up here by adding a class, which I've done. And you'll notice there's a class code. And I don't need to have that because you're going to find out why here when I actually go through that. So I'm going to select my class that I made. And I'm going to say via link that I'm going to assign it. So I can give automatic feedback, so I could put in correct answers if I want. And I'm going to leave it public and create assignment. And then you'll notice here, I give it a title. And then you will see Google Classroom here. So I can click that, pick the class that I want to add it to. I'm going to create an assignment. And then over here, of course, you can decide who you are assigning it to. You can give it a point value, a due date, and a topic and such. And you can schedule it just like you can within Google Classroom. I'm just going to assign it to go out. And then I'm going to click View to see what it will look like for my students. So now when my students log into Google Classroom, they'll see that I posted a new assignment. And this is what they will see. So when they click on that link and they're signed into their Google account, if they're not signed into their Google account, it may prompt them to do that. And then here is that worksheet, and I can type in my answers and such. And then when I'm all done, I'm going to go ahead and say hand in my work, and it will say go back and check, and then I hand it in and it's done. So now as the teacher then for that class, I can see how my students did on the assignment. Since it isn't tied to Google Classroom, in order to see the responses, I'll have to click back on that worksheet that I created, and I'll go all the way to the very end here where it says answers, and then I'll be able to see the responses that were given for that specific worksheet that is there, and I can see their answers right within here. And I can even type in feedback. So that's the way to do the free version, and you can make your own interacting activities for that as well. Let me know if you have any other questions.